Alright guys, welcome to another beer review, and we're going over to Redchurch out of London, and this is a bottle of the Bitter Look Best Bitter, clocking in at 4.5% ABV, a quintessentially British staple, the Best Bitter, chestnut brown with a distinctive red hue, a sweet floral impression with notes of oak and warming spice on the nose. The malt base gives flavours of sweet bread with hints of caramel, rounded off by soft, lingering bitterness. 4.5% ABV. I think this is a beer that I've brewed for a while, but a lot of breweries now in the sort of craft, in the sort of craft area are doing like bitters now, aren't they? Which I think's good, but it's a little bit, it's like, come on. You've had all this time to do it. And there's nothing wrong with a bitter. Just wish more craft brewers would do milds. Anyway, I think I've got an appropriate glass. So I've not had a bitter for a while. If there was ever a style of beer that makes you miss the pub. See, when I think of pubs, I don't think of a local, which is bad. I always just think of when I've been to like the Lake District. There's something nice about it, isn't it? A country pub. Anyway, beer in the glass then, and yeah, chestnutty, ruby, lovely clarity to it. Just shy of half a finger's worth of head there. Nice sort of a pale beige looking head. Let's see what we get on the nose. It's got a sweet, biscuity breadiness, subtle caramel-esque aromas, but it's also got a little bit of candied fruit character. It's just a really nice and simple smelling beer. So without any further ado, let's give it a taste. Cheers. Oh yeah, that is really bready. It's got a little bit of a sweetness, but then it's also got a bit of a spiciness. Slight sort of a rye, yet sourdough bloomer feel to it. Yeah, I like that spiciness on the back end. A little bit of bitterness as well. Just, excuse me, just the right amount of sweetness. Very faint caramel flavour. Nice medium mouthfeel. It's got a real crispness about it. Does have a slight sort of twigginess, but you kind of want that with these styles of beer. You know, it can't all just be like pineapple chunks in a glass. But yeah, this is really quite nice and solid actually. It's really nice and simple. It's got a real sort of sense of tradition to it. It's quite got an authentic taste. And it's just nice every now and then to go back to beers like this. And I think Redchurch have done an absolutely cracking job with this. There's not much you can say about it, but if you want a really solidly brewed bitter, then this is a really good example, especially from a sort of more contemporary craft brewery. Got this as part of like a tasting box that they did, or like sort of an introduction to the brewery box, where you got 10 beers a glass, which is actually draining, but I thought, have a bitter in a proper glass. But yeah, 10 beers a glass, 20 quid, and I used the code TRY for free delivery. And yes, some of the beers I've had so far, which I've had off camera from this box, I'd say solid, not overtly exciting, but I've still got some interesting sounding beers. I had a really nice well-brewed stout, lower ABV stout from them. The blonde was all right. I'm not usually a fan of that style anyway. I had a really nice Pilsner from them, which I wish I'd reviewed. And I've got a pale ale in the fridge, which I might crack open a little bit later. But yeah, just a good, simple, well-brewed beer. And yeah, I need to buy a few more bitters. Might take a trip to Bargain Booze, see what real ales they've got. Anyway, so if you've tried this or anything else from Redchurch, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. I'll put the links in the description as well as their web shop. Definitely worth a punt if you just want beers to put in the fridge. And yeah, look out for more Redchurch reviews over the next few weeks. Lovely stuff. Nice little bit of that. Anyway. Bit of this, bit of that, bit of this, bit of that, bit of this, bit of that, bit of this while you're watching me because I'm stupid, bit of that, bit of this, bit of that. There's much better channels out there, there's much better reviewers, bit of that, bit of this, bit of that. Thanks. See you guys later. Take care.